The cost of getting a college degree continues to rise, especially in the state of California, where budget cuts are affecting all levels of education.
A bill that overhauls the federal financial aid program was passed last month. The legislation is the centerpiece of Obama's education agenda. State of Events Tobias Medina explains what the upcoming changes will mean to students across the country.
The governor may not be hearing the protests outside his front door in Sacramento, but the powers that be in Washington, D.C. are listening loud and clear. The recent passage of the federal education reform bill can't come soon enough to help students during these difficult times. In a recent White House address, President Obama explains the reasoning behind the bill.
Year after year, we've seen billions of taxpayer dollars handed out as subsidies to bankers and middlemen who handle federal student loans, when that money should have gone to advancing the dreams of our students and working families.
By taking over federal student loans from commercial banks, the U.S. government will be saving $68 billion. But what exactly will the federal financial aid overhaul do for struggling college students? A huge infusion of money will be going to the Pell Grant program, $38 billion over the next 10 years. The president also hopes to enhance work training programs at community colleges, as well as build high-quality free online courses. Over $2.5 billion will also be channeled to minority colleges. The reform includes lowering student loan payments from 15% to 10% of a graduate's income. I spoke with Jimmy Wilder, the assistant director of financial aid at San Francisco State University. He feels the federal government has made a move in the right direction.
Right now it's the transition to a new program, so the fear of not knowing, along with the credit crunch, along with the downturn of the economy, is having everybody right now a bit nervous. However, looking on the long run, at the end result, it's going to be a very positive thing.
San Francisco State senior Ian Panovich has some concerns.
A lot of students are having difficulty, but they're still managing. But I know a lot of people who are at the breaking point, and if it gets any worse, then they're going to have to reconsider finishing college.
Now, the president's goal for our country is to have the highest proportion of college graduates in the world. But by all accounts, it looks like things are going to get a little harder before they get easier. The federal student aid overhaul is not going to come into effect until the year 2014. In San Francisco, Tobias Medina reporting.